for joining us. I'm glad that you're here and you agreed to do the live with us and just to get to know you and the Miss Great Britain finalist, Miss Universe Great Britain finalist. Apologies, guys. But we just wanted to know you guys a little bit more and to know what your journey looks like onto the final. This is the final stretch before someone is announced as the new Miss Universe Great Britain. So we just wanted to know you guys a little bit better. So thank you for joining me on this live.
Thank you for having me. Honestly, it's great.
Thank you. So we'll just get started. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Is this your first pageant or are you a pageant season person? Tell us a little bit about Rosemary.
Well, hello, I'm from London and I've been doing pageantry since I was 15 years old. I've competed in Miss Earth, Miss Worldwide, Miss London, Miss England. So I've had a wide range of different style kind of pageants. I graduated with a psychology and neuroscience degree. And I also am a very family orientated person. I love to sing, dance, and fun fact about me, I was awarded government coat of arms in Indonesia for my charity work.
Wow, that is amazing. So one of the things that I've been asking, and I want to ask you because I always want to know the reasonings why we do things. What made you want to compete in Miss Universe GB?
Miss Universe, I would always see the women on the TV when I was 5 years old, the very first time. And these women wasn't just a beauty queen walking on stage. She was a confident, everyday woman. This is not a famous woman. This is the woman that has an everyday job. She's the everyday beautiful woman. She just wants to impact lives and also impact herself by liberating a sisterhood. So for me, it really aligned with I really aligned with the ethos completely.
Yeah. So I feel like is this your first time competing for Miss Universe GB?
It's my first time competing for Miss Universe GB, yes.
Yeah, so how has this experience been like for you? Because with 2020, unfortunately, being the way that it's been, it hasn't been the same for pageants this year, where we've been able to host events or meet up with fellow contestants. And I feel like some of us feel a bit shortchanged because of this year and what it has meant for all of our pageant journeys. But what has this year been like for you as a finalist?
Well, this year has been like for me as a semi-finalist. Honestly, I first want to say to anybody who's affected with coronavirus, my heart goes out to you. I feel deeply empathetic to all of the pageant industry, from whoever's from any system. But personally, myself, I've not let that affect my chances in being a Miss Universe finalist. I've made the best of every situation. I've segregated my task from least urgent to most urgent, and I've just managed to form a strategy around everything and just work things. So I think, oh, okay, I can't do that public appearance, but I can do a virtual appearance. So it's always finding a way around things. You know, when there is a will, there is a way, and I don't let it affect me. But one thing I would say is that I am very, very glad that the Miss Universe is taking it very seriously, and we are all, you know, covered under the guidelines, which is fantastic. And I've had the best time as a Miss Universe Great Britain finalist. It was always my dream to compete, and I'm finally here. So thank you, Paula, my director.
Yeah, that's amazing, to be fair, and we're all grateful for Paula even going ahead with the pageant. Although it looks so different, it's something that it's like a little present to the pageant community to be like, we're going to crown someone, we're going to have a pageant. It might not look like anything we've done before, but at least it's something. One of the things that I asked previous finalists, and I'm going to ask you this question, is this any way that we should be thinking about doing pageants now with no audience?
I believe we are evolving. Pageantry's had a long history since possibly, you know, the 19th century. We've been doing pageantry for years and years and years. And I believe with each decade, it evolves to something new. I mean, if you look past the past fashions, the past style, the past judging, the past different rounds. I mean, some have talent, some don't, some have swimsuits, some don't. And I believe that we are in the post-COVID days, I believe we're going to evolve into a new way in a technological era where social media is taken into account. And I do believe whatever happens, the show does go on. And You know what? I believe that pageantry is such an amazing sisterhood vibe to occur to, and you want to be able to celebrate a sisterhood, and that should happen regardless of what happens outside these walls, because I believe that women do look up for influence, they do look up for role models, and if we take away pageantry, we take away role models. And I really am so grateful to be able to stand here and know that a young girl like myself, who was a 5 years old watching those Miss Universe girls, I'm now one of them. They're going to look, and I want them to know that they are enough, and despite whatever goes on in this world, you can conquer it and you can follow your dreams.
That's amazing. And I think it is we are evolving, and it's something worth considering for our pageant directors to say that if this year is a repeat next year, pageant still needs to go, and we all need something to look forward to. We invest heavily into pageants, into the sisterhood, into our platforms, and not to get a final is a bit disappointing. But I'm glad that Miss Universe is setting a way and is showing us how the alternatives can work. Can I just ask, do you have a platform?
Absolutely. My platform is turning women survivors into leaders. And this is women who've gone through hardships, and to be able to build them a planned strategy, a life strategy in order to fulfill their goals. And the reason being behind it is because I spent the first 5 years of my life in foster care. And so what's the best experience to have this advocacy is someone who actually experienced it. And I want to ensure that every woman is not stigmatized for coming from a broken family or a broken home or foster care. You can fulfill those dreams, and you can go on to do something amazing. And I'm the prime example of that.
Yeah, so how long have you been running your platform for?
I've been running my platform for 2 years now. I'm a charity chairperson for Galaxy of Stars for Ladies of All Nations International, and I work with them and I do my advocacy. I've been with them from the very start since 2016, and I became a chairperson 2 years ago, and I've been running my advocacy with the charity, but also linked to my own branding as well. And that's what I believe, because that's what I really believe in, is a great strong sisterhood, but also connected to your brand, to an amazing charity.
Which I'm going to alter this question a tiny bit, because I feel like this question everyone has had different answers so far, but it's such a typical pageant questions of why you should win the crown. But I'm not going to ask that specific question for you. I'm going to ask, does the crown need you, or do you need the crown?
I believe the crown needs me. And the reason being I say this in the most humblest of ways, is because I've lived through the experience. From my past, from my backtrack record, I showed that I can work under pressure. I've shown that I am a very strong contender. I've fulfilled every duty. I'm consistent, I'm strong. And due to my past experiences, I've managed to achieve an amount of things that many women in my situation has never been able to amount to. And I want to break barriers in that. And that's why I believe the crown needs me.
Okay, so what would you do first if you were to win this crown on Saturday? What's the first thing that you'd want to do as a potential Miss Universe Great Britain winner?
If I were to win this Saturday as a Miss Universe Great Britain winner, I certainly want to bring Miss Universe to the forefront of my priorities. And all I need is just one chance, and I can show you what I'm made of, honestly. I really, really want to be able to bring my branding, turning women survivors into leaders, but not only make it locally for a community, I want to make it universally and bring it to a bigger scale. So immediately start promoting Miss Universe, start aligning with the ethos for many women, start showing women how you can be a great strength and build a strategy for your future goals. And I want to ensure that I'm not only competing for myself, I'm competing for a nation. I want to stand alongside the British people and bring back the heart of patriotism, and be able to impact many around me. So that's the first thing I would do, is ensure that I am consistently binded and supportive of the platform 100%. It becomes my focal point.
Thank you. That's actually a really good answer. But a bit more of a lighter topic. It's what's your preparation been like for Miss Universe for the finals, especially like when Paula announced that it was only last week and you guys only had 9 days to go. So what has the preparation to the finals looked like, and what does the next 4 days look like for you?
Honestly, preparations has been very, very good, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't get worried about, even if they said, oh, the pageant's going to be the next day, I don't get worried because I always write down my to-do lists. So and I separate it into 2 columns, which is least urgent and most urgent. And what I do, I have like a little plan. So I do a spider diagram, and I do my okay, what I need for clothes, what I need for accessories, and I just start creating, and I make it very visual. I put it on my wall, and as soon as I follow my own guide, my own manual script, I'm feeling absolutely fine. I personally have found it such a blessing just to be able to prepare for something, and it's all going ahead, because not many, I'm very aware that not many women would have this opportunity. So I'm going to be there for every single woman. When I stand there on that stage, I'm going to be representing every single woman who is a survivor, who came from hardships, and I'm going to remember those names. And I'm going to remember those women who never got a chance to be educated, who never got a chance to have the life I had. So I'm going to be grateful for all of the experiences.
Oh, that's really great. But one of the questions I want to ask, who's your favorite Miss Universe? This can be Miss Universe GB or Miss Universe as in who's won the entire international pageant. Who's your favorite and why?
Am I allowed to say 2?
We'll go with 2.
Okay, so for Miss Universe GB, definitely Emma Victoria Jenkins. I think she is absolutely incredible. How she's been able to support the girls during such an uncertain situation with COVID-19. She has been there for us consistently, and she has given us so much hope and comfort. So that's why I absolutely love Emma Victoria Jenkins. She's just such a down-to-earth Welsh beauty. Honestly, she really is. And for the Miss Universe overall, I would definitely say Catriona Gray, because Catriona Gray broke boundaries with her turns, with the way she advocated like no other girl. She just managed to she took the pageant tradition and she made it her way. So she took the tradition, she stuck with the guidelines, but she made it her own. And that is such a groundbreaking move, because it's very scary to go out there and just be yourself.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. So how has connecting with other finalists looked like for you? Because of course, as we've mentioned before, we haven't been able to meet up because we're all living in different areas and COVID and lockdown and different restrictions and so forth. But how have you been able to connect with some of the finalists and make friendship groups out of them?
So of course, we set up a WhatsApp group chat so we can update each other. And I'm just quite saddened that we haven't been able to actually meet in person yet. But we've been staying consistently in touch throughout the months. And the girls who I've been speaking with, we've got to know each other. They're absolutely incredible young women. They're all like so gifted and have so many like skills and their careers. I mean, it's just so wonderful to be surrounded by like-minded women. I think they're all beautiful in their own way.
Yeah, and one of the things that I wanted to ask, because it's something that we as a Pageant Land has been speaking about, and I've spoken to this about some of the contestants, is social media is such a big aspect of our lives at the current moment, especially with lockdown and everything else. Should or shouldn't we take social media into account when competing in pageants? And if we should, why? If we shouldn't, again, why?
I do believe that we should take into account social media when we're competing, because many years before, women, when they would compete without the social media days, they didn't have their own platform to be able to post their own content and to be able to interact with the public. We'd be behind a publicist or a director that would post on the website for us. But now the women, now can connect all with from other pageant sisters all over the world, other pageant women, and just the general British public, which has been amazing, because many British public have reached out to me and go, hi, I think you're amazing. And it's so lovely just to have a conversation with people. And sometimes when you don't have the social media aspects of things, it was quite disconnected. And I like that there's more integration more than ever. And that's why I do strongly believe that social media is an evolving part of pageantry, and we should be liberating it.
So how, just as a addition to this question, it's how do we then incorporate social media? Because not everyone has got the same following. There's some with the thousands and some with a few hundreds. So if we're going in terms of social media following, that can be classed as unfair and things like that. So what part of social media should be taken into consideration when competing?
I strongly believe that the following, the likes and the engagement should not play a part in the overall outcome of the pageant's winner. I am truly for what should be incorporated in the pageantry is to be able to just get to know your finalists. When you become a finalist, you want people to get to know you. So I believe to connect with the audience, connect with the public, and post content of preparation on the lineup to your pageant, on how you've been preparing, engage with people and be relatable. And that's what I really believe. So that's what should be incorporated. I believe that the judges want to know the girl also publicly and behind the camera, behind the screen. What does she do in her free time? Who is she? And I believe social media should be incorporated in that way by the content you post.
Which is fair enough, and I'm one of those people who's starting to swing towards social media being involved and something to look into. How to do it, I don't know. I'll leave that to our intelligent directors to figure out a way for that. But one of the things that I also wanted to ask is, oh, it's literally just gone out of my head as I wanted to say it. But what is your favorite part of competing? Because I know you've competed in different systems. Different systems have different rounds and things like that. But what's your overall favorite? And what are you looking forward to on Saturday?
My overall favorite is definitely the charitable side, because before I went into pageantry, I was a very charitable person and I did a lot of volunteering. And for me, that really resonated with me. And then I got approached and they said to me, why don't you do a pageant? I said, I could never be one of those girls. I'm not beautiful. I'm not clever. I'm not like those beautiful women. And then because of that amazing person, I am here today. So I believe that what is generally my favorite is definitely the charity side, and also for the rounds, definitely the evening gown walk, because it's so graceful and so elegant, and it's where the pageant completely lights up and radiates the room. So for me, definitely the charity side on the lineup to the pageant, and then during the pageant, the evening gown wear.
So do you think that it will be harder or easier to compete on Saturday because there's no live audience?
I believe that the live audience will be again on social media if we were to go live. I'm not sure we're going to go live or not, but if we do, I know in my head that they are there. And you know, as I said, social media is definitely a part of pageant history that's now evolving, and it's going to continue to evolve, and it's part of our alignment of the Miss Universe now. We're very social media based, so I'm just hoping that it all goes smoothly. But I definitely believe that we're not going to let whatever's going on outside, we're not going to let that affect our spirits, because we waited so long to be there. We're just so excited to be on that stage. I'm just so happy, and whatever the outcome, I'm just truly grateful just to be part of the experience and being on this Miss Universe journey with everybody. It's been an amazing experience so far.
So what have you enjoyed the most during this experience?
Oh, definitely meeting all of the acid attack victims under the Sisterhood charity, and we were doing fundraisings.
Amazing
for me, that
charity.
was absolutely incredible. And for me to actually meet the actual survivors on the live Zoom, for me that was just such an amazing inspiration. I love all of that. And also the 21 days abundance challenge, where every day we had to write in a book about meditation and opening your chakras and your energies, and I love all of that. So definitely that's been my favorite part, just connecting with all the girls, but from a charitable perspective, aligning with the Miss Universe ethos. That's just been phenomenal, all in tandem.
Oh, that actually does sound amazing, and it sounds like you've really fully embraced it and thrown yourself into the process of and the journey of becoming a Miss Universe finalist. But one of the things that we as Pageant Land online is trying to do is how to integrate all the pageant systems to create a bigger community and not be so separated just by the type of system that you're doing. So how can you as a Miss Universe finalist and as a pageant girl introduce pageants to new people and help to integrate the community together? How do you see yourself playing a part of that role?
Well, what I have been doing for the past 3 years, I've been doing motivational speaking, and I've been speaking at different events and charities before the COVID-19 hit.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that for ages now, and I absolutely love it. And I volunteer. I volunteer and mentor girls who are going through things, and some girls don't know anything about pageants, and I talk to them about it and they go, oh wow, I'm interested, you know. And because it really is a confidence booster. You come out there feeling very timid because you think, oh, I'm no way, I can never do this, you know. And then you come out there and you feel much more stronger in yourself and more brave to the things, and you really surprise yourself on the things that you felt like you couldn't do. But definitely that's how I would definitely integrate, by using my motivational speaking and booking places and just spreading the word. I spread a lot of the word anyways with my social media. I'm always hashtagging pageants this, pageants that, and I'm always talking about it. And even though I also get those who are a little bit concerned, they go, oh, because of the media, sometimes they don't believe in what pageantry upholds. I always reassure them and say, I totally respect your decision. However, this is my personal experience, and I love to share this with you. And hopefully one day you will probably align with it. And just be really positive and just keep spreading the words through. No fear, and just having no boundaries, and just being out there. Just get out there, just speak to people. It's really easy.
That's amazing. So what has your support been like from family, from friends? So how has their support, if they've been supportive, meant to you? And if some of them haven't been supportive, how have you been able to deal with that?
Yes, sorry.
It's okay. Oh no, I'm like, oh, you're gonna make me cry. I am one of those people that can't see anyone crying because I start crying.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just so grateful that everybody's just come together and been there for my dream. It's just because it's been so long, and just to have friends reach out and say, I'm with you.
I'm gonna cry now.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's seeing your emotion, and I get like that. I'm so empathetic to people, and I feel their emotions, so I get like that when I see it.
Yes, because I haven't seen my grandma throughout since lockdown. I haven't held my grandma for a year. She's 96 years old, and hearing her voice on the phone and telling me, you know, I'm proud of you. That just, you know, for me, that's enough. You know, I'm gonna go in there on Saturday and just enjoy it, because hearing my grandma's words is just enough validation that I did this. And I think that's why I'm emotional, because my grandma popped in my head, and also my friends and my family, they've just been there 100%. The support has been monumentous, more than I thought that there was, because everyone's just doing their own thing, and then when actually something happens, so everybody just comes, and it's just incredible. Yeah.
Okay. I hope our audience is not as emotional as both of us, because I get this way when I'm just, it's so heartwarming to know that people have been able to get together and be supportive, because it's nice to have a support system and a support network for people. And this is what we as Pageant Land try to offer all the girls. And to know that you guys also have that in the background is amazing to hear. And I hope all of them also are here on the live. And just as a thank you for the boost that we give people and give our contestants, and one of the things that we as Pageant Land wanted to do is to show you girls as the Miss Universe GB finalists, that you do have support, and as a pageant community, we're behind you guys, and we support everything that Paula is doing and the Miss Universe Great Britain organization is doing. And we wanted to be here and to show you guys that you do have a support network within the pageant community. So to hear that you actually have that in your own life is amazing.
Thank you so much, and thank you to everybody who's supported me, and Pageant Land Online, thank you so much for giving me a platform to speak with you. I mean, it's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. But what is the one thing, if you could just say one thing that you want people to know about Rosemary, what would it be?
A survivor. One thing, I'm definitely a survivor. No matter what comes my way, I come back stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely I'm a survivor, and all of the surviving that I've done has been fuel to put back into my charitable causes, and it impact not only a sisterhood, but men, women, children, everybody, just globally.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's amazing. And just the final question that I'm going to give to you is, what is a quote or life lesson that you live your life by? Like, what is the quote that defines your life, kind of?
As my grandma always told me, she said to me, a sincere person is a complete person.
Oh,
So no
that's
matter what you
amazing.
do,
I'm gonna write that down.
yes, and that's my life quote I live by.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was so inspired by my grandma's quote, I said, when you see your dreams staring at you, look back at them and know that you are enough to achieve them.
That's amazing. And I think that is honestly the best way that we can end this interview, because I feel like when we show ourselves and show our hearts, we're able to connect with people on a real level, and we're able to build bridges, and we're able to help those who feel lost in this world. And it's something that we all need a little bit of. So you are an inspiring person, and thank you so much for joining us on this live and being able to talk to us and sharing a bit of your story so that we can get to know you. I hope that everything goes well, as I do for all the contestants this Saturday, and that the preparation, 4 days left of preparation, goes your way. Don't forget to be tagging us in anything that you're involved in the run up to the finals, and we'll do our best to support you guys and reshare and get behind you guys.
Thank you so much for all of your amazing advice, and thank you so much to everybody who's watching, and thank you so much to my friends, family, Miss Universe organization, my director Paula, just everybody. Thank you so much, and I will tag you in everything.
Yes, do for all the contestants, and for whichever system, if you tag Pageant Online, we'll most likely to repost, and just to share the love within the community and to build each other up. So if people can also like our socials, would love the support, and just to build the community up and to build you guys up and support you guys. So thank you so much for joining the live, guys. And as always, Rosemary, thank you. Guys, don't forget, you can also vote for her. What is your contestant number?
My contestant number is contestant number 13.
Okay, so guys, if you're going to be texting in, don't forget to text for contestant number 13, and that is Rosemary. You can always rewatch these lives. They're going to be saved on our IGTV, and then we are also going to be posting them on our YouTube channel on Thursday, once the majority of the interviews are done. So thank you, Rosemary.
Thank you. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you.